Why do I have to cough every time I start recording? Why? On that note, welcome back to another tutorial. Hello, welcome back to another tutorial. In today's video, I will be showing you how you can create a website or portfolio or blog or what have you using Weebly. And I also just want to quick acknowledge and apologize that I haven't made a tutorial in a long while. Life has been hectic, and also I've been lazy, but mostly it's been hectic, and partially me being lazy. But you get the point, so we're going to move on. So first things first, you will need to create an account, and it's simple. You just follow the instructions. You can put in your name, your email, create a password. Actually, you know what? Which email am I not using? Then when you're done, you will click create your site. Once you have done all that and filled out your information, it will ask you, do you want to sell online? In my case, not now. If you are creating a store, you would obviously click yes. Then from here, you can choose a theme, and they have some different categories. They have portfolio, personal, but as per usual, I'm going to take some time to figure out which one I want to use. Not like it actually matters, but in true new tutorial fashion, it's going to take me a while. I'm just going to go with this one. We can click our theme, and then we can preview it and see roughly what it looks like, and we can kind of look at it and try to start getting ideas for our own website. And if this is the one we want, we can click start editing. Then if you have a domain name, then you can connect it now. In my case, I do not. So we're just going to exit right on out of there. So it is from here that we can then start customizing our site. So we can first change the name of our website. So I'm just going to start typing up. Okay, I thought it was going to go away. Josh's job. You know what? Forget it. And if we don't want to have it be text, we can also choose to have it be a logo. You can upload it from your computer or get the image from a URL. I'm not sure why you do that, but okay. So then we can come over here and edit our text, except it's not text, it's an image. We're actually just going to delete this, boop, and then we can put in our own text by simply dragging and dropping elements from our area. And I think I'm just going to put a simple welcome, and then we can change our font, the font size. And if you don't like this font, that's fine. There is a way to do that, and we'll get to that later. But we can, from here, just start customizing the site. We can get rid of sections. We can get rid of elements. So, like, I don't need a lot of this stuff on the bottom. So if I don't necessarily want this section, then I can just click around the side and just hit delete. And ditto for this area, delete. But you will have like your header area and your bottom area, and you can adjust the size of your header. Alright, then obviously you can add in your elements. So if you want to add an image, you can drag it over there. So if you wanted to have, say, 2 columns of stuff, then you can drag your image in and then drag your text to either the left or right. And then you get the general idea of how to build a website, your layout and whatnot. And then if you want to add in your social media buttons, you can put it just under the image, or you can put it just under the text. And then to edit your options, just click on it and you can click manage icons, and then you put in all your information there. So let's say you want more than one section. What you'll do is come over to your structure section and click and drag section to where you want it, and ta-da, there you have another section. So now we're going to just move along the top. You can add and edit pages. So we can come over to our contact page, it'll load, and then you can come over to your back to your build, and then you can find the contact form build. Then that will give you your basic like name, email, comment, and then you can just click to edit it, and you can add form options. From there you can add in a short text or large text box, or different form elements, and add images if you so desire. So we're done there. Then with pages, let's say you don't want this page to be your home page. Let's say you want the about page to be your home page. Then you can just click and drag that to the top. And so basically whatever page you have on top becomes your home page. You can also create sub pages just by dragging to the right a little bit. And you can create sub pages of sub pages. All right, we can also add pages just by clicking the plus button. And we can have a page be to an external link. We can have a quote unquote page be a non-clickable thing, so basically you would just have text at the top that people can hover over, but people can't actually click it to go anywhere. It's almost like a folder of links basically. And if you want to start a store, you can have a product page, and if you want to start a blog, there's a blog page, but we already have one started. So if you want to add a blog, then on your blog page you'll just come down to the bottom right and click new post. From there you can create your blog post here, and just like you build any of your pages or any other part of your Weebly website, you can click and drag your elements to your post. Once you have your post written, you can either hit post, or you can come down to your post options and have it publish immediately, or you can schedule it to post. You can have comments be open or closed, or require approval. You can add categories. Then once you're done, hit post. Boop. And then we can always add more things to our sidebar if we want, like an image of ourselves if we so desire. We can add a button, change the alignment, we can change the style, and the styles will be different based on what the theme you use, and you can adjust the spacing. Anyway, you get the idea. Weebly is a pretty simple website building tool. So that basically covers pages. We can also come over to our theme. We can change the theme if we decide that we don't like our current theme, and then we can also change our fonts of our website here. So come up to change fonts, and the section that we would be changing will be highlighted but once we hover over it. So if we wanted to change the font of welcome, we can click headline, and then we can choose a different font from there. And then the same goes for all your different elements. So if we want to come over to our blog, you can change the font of our blog post titles, but you have all your site customization through there. All right, moving on. Since we're not setting up a store, and since I've never done that, sorry if that this video might not be for you if you're wanting to set up a store. We can also come over to our apps, and we can add different elements to our website that don't otherwise exist within Weebly. I'm not going to go through this, but you can go through and find which ones you want. If you have questions about any of them or are struggling with them, feel free to contact me or leave a comment down below, and I will try to help you the best I can. Moving on. Now I'm going to kind of return back to the blog aspect, because then we can come to our settings, come down to blog, and then we can choose how many posts we want to see on a page, whether or not we want to have the share buttons, and we can customize which ones, even though there's only 2. Choose if we want a sidebar or not. We can choose our commenting system, then you can choose to be notified if you want. And then you can also have multiple members of your site. Well, you have multiple members. You can also have multiple editors. So if I wanted to add someone else, I can put in their email and then decide to make them an admin or an author or just dashboard only. But for these, you will have to have a pro account and you'll have to pay to use Weebly. So yeah, and of course, general settings. Then if you don't have SSL enabled, I highly recommend you do. If you want to password protect your website, you can do that here. So the last thing you'll do is to then make sure you hit publish. So you're just gonna put in something. You're gonna hit search, and then since we're not paying for a domain, or at least we don't want to for the time being, we can just come down to the bottom, and where it says subdomain, we're gonna choose that one. So we'll hit done, and then we will hit publish, and then we can visit our site. So the reason this is basically blank, I filled that part in just to test it, is because there's no information here. Yeah, we have an image, but we don't have an image loaded. We don't have text. None of these are filled out except for this one. But otherwise, this is what our very quick website, where I'm just making it for the tutorial and not making it to look nice. However, if you do want to see a nice looking Weebly site that I have made, you can go to Schorle, www.weebly.com and view my portfolio. Shameless self-promotion. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a big thumbs up. You can click right over here to subscribe to the respective channels, and you can click right over here to see my previous video. And as always, I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye-bye! And hopefully the next tutorial won't be in forever, but we'll see. Life could become very chaotic very soon again, but who knows?